Bill Shorten is speaking.
And we will never forget that this war, which is a long way from here, is very much an issue of most great import to the Australian people. I am pleased that this government has supported the Ukrainian people with $790 million. And whilst Mr Tian quite rightly says there's more to be done, he did omit to say what we have done, and I will give a proper accounting of that, an honest accounting of it. We have supplied $632 million worth of military equipment to Ukraine. We have supplied all up $790 million. That includes humanitarian support. There are 13,500 Ukrainians here on temporary visas. They have access to Medicare. There is more to be done, and there will be more to be done. But today, for me, it is about expressing my personal, the government's collective solidarity with what is happening at that illegal war in Ukraine. Our Prime Minister has already left for the NATO convention in Lithuania, which will be held next week. We understand, and I want to address in closing, and this is why, despite all the things that unfortunately I have to do today, I wanted to be here with you more than anything else today. We need to remind the Australian people, not just Australians of Ukrainian heritage, but we need to remind the Australian people that this struggle halfway across the world is not somebody else's business. This struggle is the business of everyone in Australia. Ukrainian men and women right now are dying and being wounded for their freedom. But what I say to my fellow Australian citizens is they didn't ask to be in this war. They don't ask to be wounded. They don't ask to face the prospect of death. They didn't ask to make the ultimate sacrifice. But they are doing it not just for Ukraine. They're doing it for all of us. And I promise to remind every other Australian every day until Ukraine is successful of the sacrifice of Ukrainian people. Thank you. Slava Ukraine!